Get ready for a thrilling ride as we explore the top 10 brutal action movies, the all-time best Korean action films available on Netflix, Amazon Prime, and YouTube. These movies are packed with jaw-dropping fight scenes, intense violence, and heart-pounding action that will leave you at the edge of your seat. From revenge-fueled stories to high-octane chases, these Korean films redefine the action genre with their unique storytelling and raw intensity. Whether you are a fan of brutal combat or high-stakes drama, these movies offer everything you crave. With gripping plots, unforgettable characters, and unforgettable action sequences, they stand as some of the best in Korean cinema. Don't miss out on these adrenaline-fueled hits that you can stream right now. Let's dive into the best Korean action movies that you simply can't miss. At number 10, we have The Beast. The Beast is a gripping action thriller that follows a retired, battle-hardened military operative known as The Beast, who is pulled back into action when his daughter is kidnapped by a ruthless criminal organization. As he tracks down his daughter's captors, he must confront the violent past he's tried to leave behind. With a dangerous mix of cunning and raw physical strength, the Beast fights his way through perilous situations, facing old enemies and new threats. The film is packed with intense action sequences, breathtaking chases, and heart-pounding moments as the protagonist pushes himself beyond limits to save his loved ones. The Beast is a tense, action-driven story about redemption, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond between a father and his daughter, all set against a backdrop of high-stakes danger. At number 9, we have Roadhouse. Roadhouse is a classic action film that follows Dalton, a skilled and mysterious bouncer hired to clean up the rough and dangerous bar, the Double Deuce, in a small town. Known for his exceptional fighting abilities and calm demeanor, Dalton's job becomes more complicated when he faces off against the local crime boss, Brad Wesley, who controls the town with violence and intimidation. As Dalton tries to bring peace and order to the bar, he uncovers deeper layers of corruption and violence in the town. With intense action sequences, bar brawls, and a fight for justice, Roadhouse delivers a thrilling mix of martial arts, drama, and redemption. The film explores themes of loyalty, honor, and standing up against tyranny, all while packing in memorable one-liners and brutal action. It's a high-octane ride where the fight for a better life gets personal. At number 8, we have Lo. This is a suspenseful thriller that follows the story of Lo, a tough and reclusive woman living in a remote coastal town. When a young girl, Wee, is kidnapped during a violent storm, Lo teams up with Wee's mother to track down the kidnappers and rescue her. As the two women venture into the dangerous wilderness to save the child, Lo's mysterious past slowly unravels, revealing that she may not be the woman she appears to be. With intense action, suspense, and emotional depth, Lo explores themes of survival, sacrifice, and the dark secrets people carry. The film is filled with tense moments, unexpected twists, and complex characters, offering a gripping tale about facing the past and fighting for redemption. At number 7, we have Time to Hunt. Time to Hunt is a tense and thrilling action film set in a near-future South Korea where economic collapse has plunged society into chaos. The story follows a group of young friends who, desperate for money to escape their bleak lives, plan a heist in the hopes of securing their futures. However, things go awry when they unknowingly steal from the wrong people, drawing the attention of a cold-blooded assassin hired to track them down. As the group is relentlessly hunted through the streets of a crumbling city, they must rely on their wits and survival instincts to stay alive. The film is a high-stakes, cat-and-mouse chase filled with suspense, moral dilemmas, and moments of action-packed intensity. Time to Hunt explores themes of survival, loyalty, and the consequences of taking desperate measures in a world on the brink of collapse. At number 6, we have Kate. Kate is an intense action thriller that centers on Kate, a highly skilled assassin who has spent her life working for a powerful criminal organization. After a job goes wrong, she is poisoned with a deadly substance and given only 24 hours to live. As she races against time to find those responsible for her betrayal, Kate discovers that the person who has targeted her is someone she once mentored, a young woman named Annie. With her life on the line, Kate fights to protect Annie while uncovering a web of betrayal, vengeance, and secrets from her past. The film is packed with explosive fight sequences, emotional depth, and a complex relationship between the mentor and her protege. Kate is a fast-paced thriller about redemption, survival, and confronting one's past, all while delivering a gripping action and a powerful emotional arc. At number 5, we have Black Crab. Black Crab is a tense, high-stakes thriller set in a post-apocalyptic world torn apart by a brutal war. The story follows a group of soldiers led by Caroline Id, who are tasked with transporting a mysterious package across a frozen, war-ravaged landscape. As they venture through treacherous terrain, they must face both the harsh environment and enemy forces in pursuit of their mission. Trust among the team begins to erode as secrets unfold, and Caroline must confront her own motivations and the cost of her choices. Black Crab combines gripping survival drama with psychological tension, exploring themes of loyalty, sacrifice, and the moral compromises made in the face of war. With its stark visuals and unrelenting pace, it's a suspenseful, thought-provoking journey where survival is the ultimate challenge. At number 4, we have Six Underground. This is an explosive action-packed thriller directed by Michael Bay, following a group of 6 individuals who have faked their deaths to form a covert, elite team dedicated to take down notorious criminals and corrupt regimes. Led by a billionaire tech mogul known only as One, the team operates from the shadows, using their unique skills and resources to execute high-risk, high-reward missions across the globe. As they attempt to dismantle a powerful dictator's regime, they face intense battles, daring stunts, and close calls. The film is filled with jaw-dropping action sequences, from car chases to massive explosions, all while exploring the personal motivations and secrets behind each team member's decision to leave their former lives behind. Six Underground blends fast-paced thrills with a sense of humor and a dash of emotional depth, creating a roller coaster ride of suspense, revenge, and camaraderie. At number 3, we have Extraction. Extraction is an intense action thriller that follows Tyler Rake, a Black Ops mercenary played by Chris Hemsworth, who is hired to rescue the kidnapped son of an international crime lord. The mission goes awry when the child is taken by a rival gang in Dhaka, Bangladesh, leading Rake into a high-stakes battle for survival in a dangerous, corrupt city. As the mission spirals into chaos, Rake must use all his skills to protect the boy, navigate through enemy territory, and stay alive against overwhelming odds. Along the way, Rake confronts his own painful past, making the mission more personal than he initially thought. Extraction is a non-stop thrill ride with brutal fight sequences, explosive stunts, and emotional depth, showcasing themes of redemption, sacrifice, and the cost of violence in a broken world. At number 2, we have Night in Paradise. Night in Paradise is a gripping South Korean crime drama that follows the story of a gangster named Tae-gu, who is thrust into a dark and violent world after the murder of his sister and niece. Seeking revenge, he seeks refuge on Jeju Island, where he meets a woman named Jae-yeon, who is struggling with her own tragic past. As the two form a fragile connection, they find themselves caught between the dangerous underworld that Tae-gu once belonged to and their desire to escape the violence that haunts them. The film explores themes of revenge, redemption, and the emotional toll of living in a world where violence and betrayal are all too common. With stunning cinematography, intense action, and emotional depth, Night in Paradise delves into the complexities of grief, healing, and the consequences of living a life driven by vengeance. At number 1, we have Polar. Polar is a stylish and action-packed thriller that follows Donchal Wisla, a retired and highly skilled hitman who is forced back into the world of assassination after his former employer decides to eliminate him. As Donchal tries to enjoy his peaceful retirement, he is betrayed and marked for death by the organization he once worked for. Now, he must use his deadly skills to survive against a younger, ruthless group of assassins who are hunting him down. With intense combat sequences, dark humor, and visually striking moments, Polar delivers a bloody, fast-paced ride filled with twists, betrayals, and emotional stakes. The film explores themes of survival, revenge, and the cost of living a life of violence, all while showcasing a complex, morally grey protagonist. These captivating movies will sweep you off your feet and leave you longing for more. Have you watched any of these? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content. Thanks for watching.